For more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the New York Jets. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. He will return this from deep in the end zone. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down now. It's Bryant, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Greer. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll try the air now with Greer. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, Got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Out of the gun, Greer. Escaping the pressure right. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 40. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Check it backer, check it backer.
Shedding through the defense. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run the counter. Chambers. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Hands it off out of the gun. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. This defense for the Jets, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
55 Mike, 55.
Looking to throw on second down. Caldwell. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. That's got to be a long day. Sharp 70, Hawk 70. Switch. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang. Check 99. Check 99.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Back to throw. Caldwell steps away to his left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
He's checking. Crash. Kill. Hey, alert 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now they'll run it on the toss. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it now.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. Looking to throw. Caldwell. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hope.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Greer. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Caldwell. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
They'll run on first down. Bryant. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a first down throw, Greer. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They run the counter now on first down. And some room to roam now. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Greer sets to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Chris Nagar now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Caldwell. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On third down, Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And his kick here is good. So we're at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chambers, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Play action. It's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Right back to him on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 24, Wilson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Caldwell. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st down, it's Bryant. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd and 2, Wilson flushed out right. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 2nd and 10, Wilson. Looking for Rager again. This time he's got him. Touchdown, Jets. Jalen Rager, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2.
45 is the mark. Hey, pick it up, defense.
Wilson going to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Just like that.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Caldwell. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. Room here to run. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Looking to throw. Caldwell. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Caldwell. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll run on 1st down. Chambers. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and a couple. Wilson buying time to his left. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Flush to his right. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Jets on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. 0-0, Mike free. I got him. Hey,
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got room. And he will finally be taken out of bounds.
162 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Going to give this time to the tailback.
And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now they try the right side here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard run, leaves them with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll give it here to his running back.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Here, Mike Green. Focus, defense, focus.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wilson. He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Watch the twitch.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing